Now let's solve detect capital. In this problem, we define the usage of capitals in a word to be right when one of the following cases holds. The first condition is that all letters in the word are capitals, like in USA. Notice how all the characters are uppercase. Another condition we need to check if none of the letters in a word are capital, like in LeetCode, if you notice all the characters are lowercase. And the third condition we need to check is if only the first character is uppercase and the rest are lowercase. If one of these three conditions are met, then our string word is considered capital and we need to return true. So what we're going to do is, first and foremost, we're going to check if the word that they gave us, we're going to compare it to the uppercase version of the word, and if our word is identical to the all cap version of our word, so if they're the same, then we need to return true. So for example, if we had USA, then USA to uppercase is going to be USA, and then we're going to compare this with this, and we notice that they're not the same, so we don't return true. Now the second thing we're going to check is the same thing but the lowercase. So if word dot equals word dot to lowercase, then also return true. Now let me fix this. Now the final thing we need to check is if the first letter is uppercase and at the same time all the other letters are lowercase. And the way we're going to do that is by utilizing the character wrapper class in Java. We're going to use the character object because in Java, this character wrapper class has an built-in method to check if a character is uppercase, and it returns true or false depending on if that character is uppercase or lowercase. And the way we use this method is like this. If character dot is uppercase, and what's the character we need to check? That would be word dot char or character at 0. That's the first character in our word. Now the second thing we need to check is if all the remaining characters are lowercase, and we're going to do that by referring back to our second condition, but we need to adjust our string to only include all the characters besides the first one. So Google, we're just going to check Oogle. LeetCode, we're just going to check EatCode, and so on and so forth. And the way we're going to do that is by doing word.substring. So we're going to create a substring of our word that starts at character 1. Now this will retrieve all the characters excluding the first one. And we're going to check if it equals to word.substring at 1.2 lowercase. And if both these conditions are true, then we need to return true. Now if none of these conditions are met, then we just return false. So let's submit our code and see if it works. So we have a missing bracket. Let me just add it and submit again, and there we go. That was the detect capital problem on LeetCode. Not the most difficult problem in the world, especially if you learn the wrapper class for character and use the is uppercase method. So I hope you found that video helpful, and thanks for watching.